Why can I never get the spirit level to do the right thing? Bubble is telling me this is straight. I'm not convinced. If this is a bit drunk, then I suppose I'm sorry. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. Happy Saturday? It is Saturday. It is Saturday, though it probably isn't. Now you're watching this, it won't be Saturday. But today, for me, is Saturday. I have a few things to do. I thought I'd just kind of bring you along with me. So I'm going to mooch into town. We're going to grab some brunch and then I'm going to head off to a cafe and do some work whilst I wait for my friend Nicola. We're meant to be writing together, but yeah, we're not particularly good at being productive in each other's company. So I guarantee we will not do a great deal. So I'll try and get some work done before she gets there and then we'll probably just chill out and chat. And what I'm working on today is the very final few like nitpicky edits for One Road In, just off the back of like editor feedback and a little bit more beta feedback, and then I think we're done with it. I think it's done. I need to kind of decide on the date I'm actually launching the book and releasing it. I'm kind of thinking about doing a physical launch again because I really enjoyed it for number 47, and now things are opening back up properly in the UK. I should be able to do it and I would love to be able to do it. But we'll see. I mean, I might put it out on the old Facebook because most of the people that follow me over there are from the UK, or my family or friends and whatever. So if enough people in the UK fancy a bit of a writerly get together, then I would definitely have another launch because it was really good fun. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not entirely sure given how comfortable people might be about doing that. I don't know. I'm personally quite comfortable doing it, but I wouldn't want to assume other people are. So yeah, got to think about that. So anyway, let's head into town and do some writing. I am back from town. As suspected, I did not do a great deal when Nicola was around, but I did get quite a bit done beforehand. Just some like admin-y bits, and I'm going to carry on working this evening on the writing itself because I find it a little bit easier to concentrate nowadays when it's quiet, which is really weird because I don't know if anyone else has found this, but pre-lockdown and pre-COVID, I always found it really easy to focus in cafes. I wrote the majority of number 47 in one of our local cafes. But now, post-COVID, I think I've just gotten too used to my own company and my own speed and habits, and now I find it quite hard to concentrate if there are people buzzing around me, if the coffee shop is busy, which obviously it is because it's Saturday. So yeah, I feel like I've done a full 180 on that. I used to love working in coffee shops, and now I'm not sure I'm a huge fan anymore, but I will continue doing it because I like the vibe. However, I did get home and I got home to find, oh, this had been delivered, so I figured we could open it. Why can I never get the spirit level to do the right thing? Bubble is telling me this is straight. I'm not convinced. If this is a bit drunk, then I suppose I'm sorry. Abominable Book Club. Wait. What's the date today? This is really early. Our postal service, you know, hats off to them. I know they're doing a hard job and all that jazz. But I'm used to receiving this box sort of maybe the 6th, 7th, 8th, that kind of time period. It's actually the 3rd of July today, so this is really early for me. This is very exciting. And I'm just going to fight with the box for a second. So I've been getting this box for ages now. A few of my writerly friends also get it now. I'm basically an influencer. And I was going to pause this month so that I could get the sci-fi one, but I forgot. So here we are with another horror one, and actually I do enjoy sci-fi, but I think the last proper sci-fi I read was probably Tade Thompson's stuff, so like Rosewater. I don't really know that I've read, oh no I have, oh sad. Maybe that's why. The last sci-fi I read was Ready Player 2, and it's clearly scarred me for life, and I haven't gone back to it, the genre, at all. So I need to fix that fractured relationship with sci-fi that Ernest Cline has given me. Anywho, we have a horror box this month, not a sci-fi one. Maybe next month I will actually remember to pause this and get the sci-fi one instead, but I am not going to promise because I'm horridly disorganised. Tea and coffee, which is really good timing actually. So tomorrow I'm going on a little spa getaway thing with my mum, which I'm super excited for. But we both drink hot drinks like they're going out of fashion. I don't know if that's a British thing. I mean, when you go to a hotel and they give you like 2 tea bags each, it's just not gonna cut it. So I'm just gonna take this with me. Oh, is this the most amazing bookmark ever? Yes. So I talk about what's in this box every time I get it. You get 2 different bookmarks, one with the Spook Mark series, like short stories, like flash fiction on the back. These are often pretty creepy and I love a bit of flash fiction. Bethany's a big fan of these. I might just send her like an envelope full of these like flash fiction bookmarks. She would love them. But on top of this one, you also get one that the guys at Abominable make themselves and they design them themselves. And this month it's a Misery one. Misery is one of my absolute favourite books. It was a massive influence for number 47. Shameless plug. If you like Misery, you should read number 47. You might like it. And I think it's $5.99 right now on Amazon. I'll put the links in the description below. It's not very often that I talk about my own book in these videos, but go check it out if you like horror and Stephen King and Misery. And this bookmark is just absolutely incredible. It says, I'm your #1 fan. There's nothing to worry about. You're going to be just fine. I will take good care of you. I'm your #1 fan. Annie Wilkes, obviously. Yes, favourite bookmark from the book box so far. Love it. Oh, this is a rich snack. This is buttermilk clotted cream traditional creamy fudge. I'm glad that the weather's been slightly cooler in the UK, or else this would have been like a melted puddle of goo on my doorstep. But it looks very nice. It's actually, you know, this time around I managed to not eat it before I filmed the video, so I think that's a win for me. Oh, this looks like a thriller. I have not read a thriller. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. I haven't read a thriller in what feels like a really long time. I go through spates of reading, spates, is that a word? Is now. I go through periods of just reading thrillers, just reading one genre. I haven't read a thriller in a long time, but this is a thriller. This is The Resident by David Jackson, and Mark Billingham says it's a seriously creepy thriller. I'm not sure I've ever read any Mark Billingham. Maybe I have. I think I probably have. It says, there's a serial killer on the run and he's hiding in your house. Yes, this sounds like I need to go to a beach. This sounds like I need to go to a beach or be next to a pool or beside a pool on a deck chair with some kind of frozen cocktail reading this. Please, can I? Please? Any time in the future before I'm 50, that would be good. So it says, Thomas Brogan is a serial killer with a trail of bodies in his wake and the police hot on his heels. It seems like Thomas has nowhere left to hide. That is until he breaks into an abandoned house at the end of a terrace on a quiet street. And when he climbs up into the loft, he realises that he can drop down into all the other houses through the shared attic space. That's when the real fun begins, because the one thing that Thomas enjoys even more than killing is playing games with his victims. The lonely old woman, the bickering couple, the tempting young newlyweds, and his new neighbours have more than enough dark secrets to make this game his best one yet. Have you met the resident? Soon you'll be dying to meet him. Hello, this sounds really cheesy and fun, and I really want to read this. And I'm actually in a bit of a slump right now, so should I jump into a thriller? Oh, I've got so much other stuff I should be reading. Are you going to ruin my TBR? Are you just going to jump straight to the top of it? Quite possibly. I think I might just give this a go. I remember reading not long ago actually about like a flurry of crimes somewhere in the world. It may have been the US, I don't remember, where they actually found like people living in other people's, well, we call it a loft over here, but attics, I guess. Weird, feeling it. We also have another novel, and I'm guessing that is, because I think one of the cards said a while back that Black Static is now doing bumper editions rather than monthly. So that would explain that. Yeah, so we do. We have another novel. They're just spoiling us this month. My TBR's not long enough. Give me 2 entire novels. This is called The Loop, and it's by Jeremy Robert Johnson. And oh my, the cover is so cool. Is it focused? Who even knows? It's very cool. The artwork is really cool. So it says, something sinister lurks beneath the sleepy tourist town of Turner Falls, nestled in the hills of central Oregon. Bethany. A growing spate of... Oh, spate is a word! A growing spate of mysterious disappearances and frenzied outbursts threaten the town's idyllic reputation until an inexplicable epidemic of violence spills out over the unsuspecting city. While the teenage children of several executives from the local biotech firm become ill and hyper-aggressive, the strange signal they can hear starts to spread from person to person, sending anyone who hears it into a murderous rage. Lucy and her outcast friends must fight to survive the night and get the hell out of town before the loop gets them too. This sounds like like Cell. This is pretty interesting. It is recommended to me by Stephen Graham Jones, who I do not know, and Chuck Palahniuk, Fight Club guy. This sounds really interesting. It's definitely giving me Cell vibes, which is not a bad thing. I love Cell, not the film, but the book is wonderful. I'm looking forward to giving this a go. Oh, this is wicked. Okay, we have another pin this month. So this is this month's pin. Very die-hard fans of this box will know that this is Brother Imanas. He's like the librarian, I think, from Abominable Book Club, so that's very cool. And I will have to try and squeeze him onto my pinboard because I need to buy another one. And then, of course, we have the second handbook. This is Beware by Richard Lehman. Nice corny cover, I like it. The supermarket shouldn't have been shut. It wasn't normal for Elsie to quit early, but then it wasn't normal for a meat cleaver to fly through the air by itself, or for a guard dog locked in overnight to end up like hamburger meat, or for Elsie herself to feature on the butcher's slab neatly wrapped and jointed. There's weird things happening in the town of Oasis, and certain folks, like hotshot local reporter Lacey Allen, had better beware. Wow. This sounds like it could be quite funny. It sounds like it could be a little bit body horror-y, which is actually not normally my jam, but I will give it a go. It looks pretty funny, actually. I don't know if it's meant to be, but you know when you watch a horror and you're like, not sure if that's a spoof or if it's serious? That's the vibe I'm getting from this book, so we shall see. So, it is the evening now. I think I'm just gonna make a cuppa, chill out, do some more editing. Yeah, One Road In update in general for anyone interested. It is basically done. I've just got the last few tweaks that I want to make before it is done. Any author knows that you feel like you've caught every error, and then just the fear of actually selling a novel and then immediately finding an error. Like there is one error I know so well in number 47 now, because someone pointed it out to me. I think I went through number 47 literally about 10 times. I was obsessive over it. It took me ages to release it. And yet I'd used the wrong word, taught. I'd used like taught as in like the food rather than to pull something taut. But at least I didn't use taught as in I taught someone. So it could have been worse. But now I just have that fear that somewhere in One Road In there's like a massive error, or like a huge plot hole, or I've left someone's name as something else because one of the characters was called Peter and now he has a different name, and what if I've missed one of them, even though I've done a find all and replace all, and I'm still pretty convinced there's still a Peter in there somewhere even though he doesn't exist anymore. And I'm finding it quite hard to shrug off that feeling, so I just need to settle on the date that it's going to be released. The cover is very nearly sorted. I have such a talented friend. I'm so lucky that I have such a talented friend that is doing the most amazing work for me. Yeah, so once that is sorted, I will get the date out there, and then I have no choice but to just get it sorted. Yeah, and I'm still stuck between whether or not I just want to go on Amazon, or if I want to try Ingram Spark, even after all of the horror stories I've heard. Relatively sure I'm going to have people telling me in the comments not to do that, but I don't know, man. I still kind of want to. But I just don't know if it's worth it. Should I go wide? Should I go narrow? Should I go on KU? Should I have a proper book launch again? Because it was really fun. Though I'm very, not wary, just like aware, just very, very aware that I would definitely want some kind of remote friendly event so that people could join online. Because I've made so many friends over the last year and a half. Wow, humble brag. But yeah, so many of my writerly friends now are in the US or in Australia or in Ireland or like bits of the UK that I could not feasibly ask them to come down to the coast. So I don't know, do I want to do a physical event? Can I do a physical event and also make it remote friendly? I don't know. I need to think about these things, and I need to think about them fast because the time that I'm going to release this is quite rapidly creeping up on me. So yeah. Once I have the date, I will let you all know. Once I have the cover, I will also obviously share it. If you want to see that stuff, and if you're interested in some behind the scenes bits, sign up to my newsletter. I am in the process of updating my website because Lord knows it is a hot mess right now. But that's further down the list of things that I need to do, but I will get there. So let me know, what are you working on right now? What releases are you excited for? I'm now going to go and pack to have this barbecue with my mum, and I'm looking forward to switching off my laptop for a few days. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of directionless vlog. If you did, please do give the video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week. Bye!